Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. I'm going to play this video and talk about things that are going on, but explain what's going on and talk about things that I think that are being done right and or done wrong. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Sergeant Kevin Kwan with the City of Scottsdale Police Department's Community Engagement Section. The information, audio, video, and pictures you're about to see are intended to provide details as we knew them of an officer-involved shooting incident that occurred on January 6, 2023. This video may contain strong language as well as graphic images which could be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. The incident occurred at an apartment complex near First Avenue and Roosevelt in downtown Phoenix, when detectives from the Special Assignment Unit were attempting to serve a search warrant on investigative lead, 37-year-old Kenneth Hearne, that was related to a sexual assault from Scottsdale that occurred at the San Marin Apartments on October 12, 2022. This search warrant was granted by a judge for the collection of DNA, forensic evidence, and digital evidence. Hearne also had an arrest warrant out of the city of Mesa. The Special Assignment Unit, or SAU, assists other units within the department through surveillance, tactical support for undercover and covert operations, as well as other non-traditional investigative techniques directed at targeted suspects or locations. Body-worn cameras are used by all officers assigned to patrol and several specialty units. Per policy, they are worn at the mid-torso level and capture a view of the line of sight from that perspective. It is important to note that the camera lens is fixed and does not capture everything seen or experienced by the officer. When activated, both audio and video turn on. The body-worn camera has a buffer of video without audio for 30 seconds prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidents that happen suddenly where an officer doesn't immediately activate the camera. The Scottsdale Police Department does not currently use an in-car camera system. Detectives on the scene made contact on the second floor of the apartment complex with a female and a child, who were safely removed from the unit. A male was observed inside of the unit and was identified as the person wanted for the search warrant, Kenneth Hearne. The incident can be seen here from the body-worn cameras issued by the department. The first camera is from the perspective of the sergeant of the Special Assignment Unit. Detectives announced that they had a search warrant and asked the people at the residence to come outside.
Scottsdale Police with a search warrant! Open the front door!
Are you hearing anything at all?
Yeah. Doors
opening?
Bring your kid.
Yep, bring her out.
Bring your kid. Come on.
Upon initial contact, a female and a small child were located.
Okay, good girl. Bring her out to the left, guys. All right, this way down to the left. This way, ma'am. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, get some intel for me.
Scottsdale Police search warrant! Now you're inside. Come to the front door. Come to the front door.
You can hear detectives talking to someone inside of the unit.
There's nobody inside.
Kenneth, come to the front door. Hands up and empty.
Who was yelling?
The police.
All right, she's lying because someone's yelling inside the structure.
Come to the front door. Come. Hands up and empty.
Where's it coming from? Right or left?
Come out right now. I'm above you. Above you, okay?
Detectives were also on scene with a less lethal tool known as an RWIN. An RWIN is a 37mm launcher that fires a less lethal direct impact baton, which is designed to deliver pain compliance.
We won't shoot you. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up and empty. Face away from me.
Ken Brown. That's what it is.
Face away from me.
He's got multiple.
Put your
It's a
hands up.
black man with all the
Face away
glasses.
from
See
me.
his head.
Detectives deployed a drone into the unit for viewing purposes.
Let's go.
The sergeant recognizes that he was shot, and the medic confirmed it a few seconds later.
Hey, move back.
Let me see. Where am I hit? Let me see. I got to turn.
This is a camera view from the first detective at the door.
Scottsdale Police search warrant. Come to the front door. Open it. Scottsdale Police with a search warrant. Open the front door. Apartment.
Are you hearing anything
Yeah. Please don't move. Come on, let's go. Come outside.
Jaya, I got the title.
Come.
Can I?
Bring your kid.
Yep, bring her out.
Bring your kid.
Can you let me get her? Come here.
It's okay. Okay.
Bring her out. Come on, guys.
Okay.
All right, wait down.
Scottsdale Police, search warrant! Kenneth, we know you're inside. Come to the front door. Stand it. Come to the front door!
Inside the structure.
He's saying there's nobody inside.
Kenneth, come to the front door, hands up and empty.
Who was yelling?
The police, I'm ordering you to do so. We have a search warrant. Come to the front door. Come to the front door, hands up and empty.
Where's it coming from?
Right here. Come out right now.
I'm above you.
Okay.
Get your
Police
hands up
department,
right now.
hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up and empty.
What do you want?
Put your hands up and...
Hey, don't shoot me.
We won't shoot you. Keep your hands up.
What do you want?
Keep your hands up.
Please don't shoot me.
Come out with your hands up and empty. Face away from me.
Brown. That's what
Face away from me. Put your hands up and face away from me. Put your hands up. Hands up. Let's go.
Here's a slowed down version of the video of the suspect shooting at our detectives. This is the camera view from the detective that fired his weapon.
Hands up and empty.
Where's it coming from?
Right here. Come out right now.
I'm above you. Above you.
Okay. This is the police department. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up and empty.
What do you want?
Put your hands up and...
Hey, don't shoot me.
We won't shoot you. Keep your hands
What do you
up.
want?
Keep your hands up.
Please don't shoot me.
Come out with your hands up and empty. Face away from me.
Brown. That's what
Face away from me. Put your hands up and face away from me. Put your hands up.
Here you can see our detective returning fire at the suspect.
Back up. Back up.
Sergeant Galbraith was immediately extracted by medical personnel. Our team continued commands and it is believed Hearne left the apartment out of a rear access way on the second story. The investigation was turned over to the Phoenix Police Department once Hearne left the apartment. The injured sergeant in this incident was identified as Sergeant Scott Galbraith and has been with the department for 19 years. He is currently assigned to the Special Assignment Unit. He was released from the hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. The detective involved in the shooting has 16 years of service and is also assigned to the Special Assignment Unit. This incident is subject to an internal and criminal investigation which will be reviewed by the Maricopa County Attorney's Office and the Phoenix Police Department. Any conclusions about whether the actions of the officers are consistent with the department policy and the law will not be made until all facts are known and the investigation is complete. This video was intended to inform and educate the...
Okay. So dealing with the dude for sexual crimes.
When detectives from the Special Assignment Unit were attempting to serve a search warrant on investigative lead, 37-year-old Kenneth Hearne, that was related to a sexual assault from Scottsdale that occurred at the San Marin Apartments on October 12, 2022. This search warrant was granted by a judge for the collection of DNA, forensic evidence, and digital evidence. Hearne also had an arrest warrant out of the city of Mesa. The Special Assignment Unit, or SAU, assists other units within the department.
All right, so this dude, a sexual assault. So they don't really give a whole lot of details about what this sexual assault is. All states are obviously a little bit different in how they word their laws, and what different statutes may be in one state may be different in another state, and they may not have something that is equivalent or worded the same. So I have no idea in that state what sexual assault is. I wish they would have provided more information on this person. Being 37 years old and going out sexually assaulting people, I'd say this is probably not the first time he's been involved in the criminal justice system. The fact that they had a SWAT team go do this search warrant for this dude tells me that there was probably something in his history that caused them to want to take those extra precautions. So I'd say he's probably got a violent history. And it almost sounds like, too, that Scottsdale has gone into the city of Phoenix to do this warrant, because they said that once he left the apartment, they turned it over to Phoenix police. Why isn't Phoenix police being primary on this? I don't know. It's kind of an odd thing to me, but it's whatever. Got everybody all kitted out. You can see they've got the battering ram here. They brought a fire extinguisher. I'd imagine that they brought the fire extinguisher with them because they probably have some type of pyrotechnic type of device with them, such as CS grenades, things like that, which can produce heat and potentially cause a fire. I'd say that's the reason why they have the fire extinguisher, or flashbangs, or NFDDs. If they throw those in there, those can start fires. So it's not something that you typically see being carried by SWAT teams, a fire extinguisher, but when you think about those munitions and the heat that they generate and they can start fires, yeah, it makes sense to bring a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher is bright red. I'm surprised no one makes a tactical fire extinguisher, something with like some camo on it or or something like that. As much tactical shit there is out there, someone needs to make, I'm going to say needs to, but someone out there, they're going to be making a tactical fire extinguisher at some point.
Are you hearing anything at all?
Yeah. Doors
Opening?
Bring your kid.
Yep, bring her out.
Bring your kid. Come on.
Upon initial contact, a female and a small child were located.
Okay, good girl. Bring her out to the left, guys. All right, this way, ma'am. This way, ma'am. Thank you. All right, get some intel for me.
I think some context about who these people are would also have been some good information to have. So this apartment complex, is this guy living there? Are they living there? Is this his girlfriend, his wife, and step kid or something like that? Are they just simply roommates? Because it is an apartment complex. Is it one of those apartments that has like 4 apartments into one common space? And are they just like people who just happen to be bunked with this guy? No idea. I think some more context would have been good. And it could be that this woman is the girlfriend or the wife or something like that. And that kind of leads into this guy's character. If this is his girlfriend or wife, why is he going out messing around with other women and sexually assaulting other women? And it also makes you wonder if something's been going on inside the household too. So he is putting an object up here on this top hinge. Don't know exactly what it is that he's putting there. It's some type of wedge that will prevent that door from closing all the way. Those are neat little things to have, especially if you're dealing with like apartment complexes or something where you have like a door that has to be that you have to use like a card pass thing to get into, an RFID pass to get into, or someone has to buzz you in to get into it or whatever. And once it closes behind you, it relocks. Well, that sucks for everyone else who's coming there to help out and respond to that call. So having a little wedge thing like that to throw in those kind of doors is a useful piece of kit to have on you if you're doing patrol work. In this context, what they're doing, I could see it being a slightly useful thing, but realistically, if they're there with a search warrant, they don't need to be hanging out at the door. They have a warrant to go in to this building, or have a warrant to go get this guy. They should just go in and get the guy, right? Why hang out at the door? Door is not a place you want to be hanging out at. Doors are fatal funnels. They're just not good places to be hanging out at. If there was something, with technicalities of, it being a search warrant, not an arrest warrant, blah, blah, blah. I can't think of any reason why they can't be going in there. There may be something for that area, some technicality thing where they got to stay at the door. Makes no sense to me, but if that is the case, then they should have planned something else. They should have surveilled the guy, see if he leaves to go to work, see if there's a certain pattern to him leaving the house. You can detect those patterns of life on people. Humans are we have patterns. We do things repeatedly, and this guy has a pattern of some sort. They could have figured that out and then decided, hey, this guy leaves to go to work around 6:30 in the morning. And he takes this route all the time. It's always from here to here to here. We can set up quote unquote ambush at this site so that when he comes to this light, boom, we'll box him in with all the vehicles. Or he always comes out he always parks over here. We'll have a team waiting outside. As soon as he comes out in the open, boom, hit him. But they chose to kit up and go to the apartment. And if you're going to kit up and go to the apartment, then you just need to go in. Go in, flood that space, dominate that space, and take charge. If you're worried that, there could be a gunfight or something like that, then change tactics. Like I said, go back to surveilling his patterns of life and set up a plan from that. Take him when he comes out. Take him by more surprise.
Come to the front door! Come to the front door! Now,
lethal tool known as an R-Way on, which is
keep your hands up!
detectives deployed a drone into the unit for viewing purposes. Detectives deployed a drone into the unit for viewing purposes.
So I would have liked to have seen that drone a little bit better. They bring up this launcher right here and talk about it and show photos of it, but it wasn't used. Why not show what this drone looks like? And then the way he throws it in there, it makes me wonder if it's even a flying drone, or is it a drone that it's kind of like a remote control car of sorts. And did it catch any interesting footage or not?
Detectives deployed a drone into the unit for viewing purposes. For viewing purposes. Unit for viewing purposes.
So this guy got hit in the leg. Can't see if there's any holes in the wall right here. It doesn't
Deployed
look
a
like there
drone into
is.
the unit for viewing purposes.
So my first thought was maybe a round went through the wall and
Deployed a
hit
drone
him
into the
based
unit
on,
for viewing
there being a guy right in front of him.
purposes.
But I mean, it could be that we just can't see it very well in the view of the camera
Deployed a
here.
drone into the unit for viewing purposes.
But it's possible that this guy right in front of him just got super lucky, and the bullet went through a tiny sliver of an opening between the wall and the guy in front of him, and then hit this guy here.
The sergeant recognizes that he was shot, and the medic confirmed it a few seconds later.
Grab his leg.
Hey, move back.
Let me see. Where am I hitting? Let me see. I gotta turn.
This is a camera view from the first detective at the door.
Please.
Come here. Can you let me?
If you're gonna have a dog, like, get an actual real full-size dog. If you want something this size, get a damn cat. Like, I've never understood dogs of this size.
Come here.
It's okay. 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 Scottsdale, please search for it. Kenneth, we know you're inside. Come to the front. Come to the.
Slowed down version of the video of the suspect shooting.
Where's it coming from?
Police department, hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up and empty! What do you want? Put your hands up and face away. Face away from me.
The suspect. Here you can see our detective returning fire at the suspect.
Back up.
Returning fire at the suspect.
So he returns fire, and then you see him very quickly manipulating the safety on the rifle itself. I don't think that when you are engaged in a fight like that, that you dump rounds and then immediately turn on safety. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Why would you turn your safety on after just having been shot at and having to return fire? This, to me, is something a bit of like a training scar. Because when you think about typical rifle training, and you got the students up on the line doing the rifle stuff, and they, you start getting the snap shooting and stuff like that. But just other, typical drills, rifle will come up for a presentation, sights, safety off, squeeze trigger, bang, 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 safety goes back on, rifle goes back down to reset. And then boom, fight, rifle up, sights, safety off, press trigger, bang, 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 safety on, rifle down. The students do this multiple times throughout the course of a rifle course. And during these drills, when they're doing it, it happens very quickly. Safety off, bang, 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 safety on. When you do those things multiple times over and over and over and over and over and over, that will become a muscle memory. And so in a stressful situation like this, and your muscle memory is taken over, what's he going to do? Bang, 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 safety on. Why throw the safety back on? Dude's a threat. He could still pop back out that damn corner. Now you want to fuck with turning the safety back off and then return fire? Makes no sense whatsoever. So in instances like this, the safety does not need to go back on that rifle. Like, you just been shot at, you fired some rounds, you've got your rifle pointed to that threat, that safety stays off. Now, the minute you go to sling that rifle, go do other tasks, handcuffing, climbing, whatever, yeah, then that safety goes on. Until then, safety stays off, in my opinion. So obviously they would have had medical equipment there with them. It looked like they brought a lot of stuff with them right there in the hallway. They got a whole team with them, and they got a bunch of stuff out here on the stairwell.
A shot, and the medic confirmed it a few seconds later.
See, like, a whole bag of stuff sitting over here.
Grab his leg.
They have a medic there with them, so that's great. You know, it's always great to be able to have a medic with you. And when you're kitted out like that, you know, you got all the pouches and all the stuff to hold all the goodies, right? So yeah, most definitely they're going to have the medical equipment there, and they're going to have a person who's a medic that has a very high level of medical training. But not everyone is SWAT. Not everyone is an, operator like this, right? And so what if you're in normal uniform attire? What do you do then? Do you have medical equipment on you to deal with injuries? Do you have any medical knowledge to deal with any of these injuries? You should be carrying medical gear on you, and you should have a higher level of medical training than just CPR, AED, first aid. You need to have a level of medical training that is of TCCC level, Tactical Combat Casualty Care. All right, that is it. Not much else to talk about. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.